Sorry, got it a little bit wrong there. The end. Anyway, welcome to this program. Friday is a Sunday morning, which is easy like a Sunday morning. I didn't shave, but it's nevertheless very important moment in the history of this channel, because this is going up today as 800th video on this channel, not counting bits and pieces that sometimes get taken down because somebody think what Huliganov has done some piracy or something like this, which is a lot of nonsense, because in fact it is they, the pirates, when they're taking down, attacking my creativity for a couple of seconds of reference to their sounds, which could only possibly help their sales. Anyway, less about that. Today, 800th video, I would like to address European nation, and I would also like to address the Russian people, the veterans of Soviet Union, for Victory Day. I am Viktor Huliganov, and Victory Day is of course like a Saint's Day if your name is Victor. So, just to make it clear what it is that we are talking about, this is day of when all of the veterans of Soviet Union are able to parade on Red Square and show off what we have to offer in terms of new military hardware, in order to be sure that any aggressors against our country will be given a worthy response. In the name of Dima, in the words of Dima Medvedev, our president, not president, well, yes, president, it's difficult to tell sometimes who is president and who is prime minister. Anyway, in any event, what we can also offer to visitors to Moscow this particular time, not only fantastic parade both on ground and in the sky, but also a fantastic concert spanning through this whole week, semi-finals during week, and major final on Saturday is finally come home, Eurovision Song Contest to Moscow. So, I hope many of you, if you are not able to attend personally, will still have on switched your television sets to see all of the semi-finals and also all of the final. Now, if you cannot wait until this time, then you also have on YouTube a whole selection of Eurovision background tapes, also from the past song contests. It is the major popular cultural event in Europe as far as music is concerned, and it does a great deal to hold together the cohesion of old and new Europe together. It is one time in the year, other than football of course, which doesn't interest everybody and is certainly more male than female based, whereas songs can be for everybody, young, old, male and female, employer and employee, everybody, both from sides of Europe, all the way from Portugalia in the west, right the way through to a place like Georgia, which tried to be Europe on the east. All of this space, 42 countries, nearly as many countries in Europe as there are states in the United States of America. We're not far off being able to produce Eurovision Song Contest with 50 entries, and then we will be beating America. And what will you do then? Anyway, in any event, what I can tell you is, of these 42 entries, one of the songs will be winner, and it will be a result of telephone voting from whole of the of the area by telephones. Everybody will ring a premium rate number and ring probably several times over for the favorite, and you can't vote for the country you're ringing from. So this is very good time if you got a mobile phone from a different country, or if you are staying in different country to the one you are most loyal to. You can, particularly, it's your duty then to spend your money on voting for your country. And if you can't vote for your country because you are in it, then this is time when you have to work out what country is being nicest to your country in the last 12 months, and then you vote for their country. So, or alternatively, if you feel like your country did a bad turn to a different country and you want to kind of patch it up a bit, then you can also use this to give 12 points to the other country what you want to patch it up a little bit. So always Germany and Israel gave each other 12 points, and always now recently Russia and Georgia also gave each other 12 points. So in any event, it's a nice way of showing that we are really, sometimes we don't agree with each other's policies, but in music we are all one. And also every single style of music that is in the world, some even quite oriental styles of music, are available to listen to in Eurovision Song Contest. Many very oriental styles sounding like Arabic, Turkish, coming in the Balkan area, but not only. Sometimes things which sound more like a kind of jazz American style coming in from other side of Atlantic. Sometimes people who actually take part are not from actually born in Europe. Very famous Celine Dion, who started her whole career in Eurovision Song Contest. She came from Canada originally, and now she is known mainly as being somebody who represented in the Eurovision Song Contest. Same with ABBA. Everybody think that ABBA is famous for having a whole launch series of big hits in 1970s and 80s, and most recently a revival in film Mamma Mia, but actually where ABBA started off was also in Eurovision Song Contest, and they never would have got past first base if they hadn't won Eurovision Song Contest with song Waterloo. So you have to not underestimate the power of this contest. Many people are taking Mickey a little bit of Eurovision Song Contest, making out it's all boom bang bang boom bang bang and Luxembourg nul point and things like that. But this is very, it's just to pretend that you don't care, so that if your country comes last, you don't go away and commit mass suicide or something. Okay, you want to be blasé about it, but down inside it's a big thing, and it's getting bigger and bigger with every passing year. Eurovision Song Contest now in Moscow, you're going to have the best ones that's ever been. We're really going to put all the show out. There's going to be great big screens out on the street, like when the Russian play on football. People will be dancing around in the street, especially when anybody give 12 points to Russia. And I can tell you, anybody who give 12 points to Russia is вот такой хороший человек. So, anybody who can't wait until next Saturday and want to see today already Eurovision entries, go to YouTube channel called www.youtube.com/Eurovision. This channel, I'm also subscriber, has many subscribers. Today I look, is number 5 watched today. Yesterday was number 4 watched, day before was number 3 watched. Probably watching a little bit less because more is coming on television about it this week, but it is now one of the most popular channels on YouTube, because of the fact that Europeans are, even if they pretend, oh, ho, 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 yes, boom, bang, bang, yes, ha, 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 really everybody is crazy for Eurovision Song Contest. It's the biggest concert in the world. And I can tell you, one day we might allow America also to join in the fun, and China too, and have like a whole Northern Hemisphere Song Contest. And maybe it's only a matter of time before we even also let all the little countries down there, down the south bit, get in and have a world song contests every year. With more than 42 entries, we could perhaps even have like a whole month of it with like 140, 150, not sure how many countries would join in from all around the world with a telephone voting. And what they should have is so that every country has a chance to win the World Song Contest. And for example, let's imagine that a country like Sealand, if you don't know what Sealand is, it's one of the smallest countries in the world. It would also have equal chance to win. So if Sealand put up into the World Song Contest its thing and it wins, then onto Sealand will come people from all 150 or 60 or 70, not sure how many there is, it changes every week, countries of the world will be able to send their delegates there, put up a huge, great big concert hall on Sealand, okay, at massive expense to the taxpayers of Sealand, of course, but never mind, they're paying, not us. And so all they need to do is win. It will really put Sealand back on the map. Okay, they might have to perhaps ask Ipswich and Harwich to help them a little bit with the organization, especially boats out to the kind of Sealand. Anyway, you can look and see if you want. Anyway, you can imagine a situation where they would win the World Song Contest and have to host the whole thing next year. That would be very funny, but not an awful lot more funnier than some of the things that do go on, probably, if we did but know it. Anyway, time is getting on. I want to give Huliganov's top tips for who will win. I didn't watch every one of 42 yet. I'm still working through watching all of the 42. Some of the ones from Yugoslavia I particularly liked. I think there was one or two there which were very nice mixture of East and Western styles of music which will appeal to anyone with a Slavonic soul. But I think what this year is the one to watch really is the one which in the recent years United Kingdom has been very tired of getting very low down, very nearly knocked out, would be knocked out if it's not one of the main sponsor countries, because was in from beginning, was in every single year United Kingdom make an entry, even if it's sometimes has won in the past many often, but then was only like 16 countries. They were all the old members of EU, and one or two others like Israel has always been in, because it's really Europe even though it's not in Europe. And so, because Europe doesn't mean geography, it means kind of mindset. So it's the Judeo-Christian traditions. But Turkey is also in. Turkey is also in, and one or two other places which are Islamic from Balkans are also in. And it's a nice time as well that we can forget our differences and listen to each other music. So it's nice time. Anyway, it is in any event, it is a fine time now for Britain to try to win, because what they did, they're getting fed up of always getting 0 point and getting pushed down really to the bottom, and so they decide what can we better do than to turn it into a whole reality TV bonanza media circus. And what they did was, earlier in the year they asked Lord Andrew Lord Webber of Cats and Phantom of Opera and a lot of other very world famous musicals to help the situation. And this great man, this titan of the musical world, he produced a song called It's My Time, and he said we will have competition on reality TV where people get knocked out in the time-honored fashion, and the winner will be decided by telephone voting. So we didn't get to choose a song. Song was chosen by specialist of music industry Andrew Lord Webber, also sometimes called this channel Lord Scruffy, because he is a little bit scruffy, but so am I, so I'm not criticizing for this. And he then finally, not only he said what he thought of people's acts, but in the end it was the British people with their telephones and text messages, and they're putting hands generously into pocket to support our effort in the war, or British people's effort in the war of music, not talking about, Afghanistan or anything. They might join in when there's peace into Eurovision Song Contest. But right now it's difficult because they might send some Taliban guerrillas or something to the Eurovision Song Contest, and they might, might be a bit of a downer on the whole thing. But when later on is peace in these countries, we can get them into Eurovision Song Contest. Maybe even full membership of European Union. Europe is on the march. We got lots of areas we can expand into. In America, you've only got Mexico, really, and they've got flu, so what you gonna do? But Europe is on the march. And so, what we can really do for now is expect that this brilliant song, My Time, by Andrew Lloyd Webber, will win the Eurovision Song Contest. I know it sounds funny. You're probably laughing all there. The idea that the United Kingdom will win Eurovision Song Contest sometime in this 21st century. But it is chance, really good chance, that Eurovision Song Contest could be won on this particular occasion by United Kingdom, because none other. When Vladimir Putin heard that Andrew Lloyd Webber was going to be involved and he would come to Moscow, then Putin said, this is an honor even for us, even for Russian people who have produced some of finest musical artists and composers of the world, like Tchaikovsky and Alla Pugacheva. Even for us, it is great honor for Andrew Lloyd Webber to be coming to Moscow for our victory parade. And so we are really honored, and so Andrew Lloyd Webber will sit with Vladimir Putin in the presidential lodge to watch Eurovision Song Contest. And we will make sure that lots of countries giving 12 points not only to Russia but also to United Kingdom, because of the fact that this great man has deigned to be involved in the concert. It is fantastic news. It is fantastic for everybody, and I am sure that whatever happens on the Saturday, the best song will win, definitely. No politics will enter into it. Oh no, absolutely not. It will be best song what wins, and it will be memorable, what you will remember for the rest of your lives. So, if you are in European area, make sure you don't miss any of it, not even 1 minute. And if you're outside Europe, hard luck, but you got the channel youtube.com/Eurovision so that you can get something of the fantastic atmosphere of the concert. This has been 800th video, and thank you very much those of you who have subscribed to my channel. I look forward to doing 800 more and maybe another 800 after that, but not today. Thank you.